Life is a journey, not a destination. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in, forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. You shall begin it serenely and with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your old nonsense. Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. For every minute you are angry you lose 60 seconds of happiness. A man is what he thinks about all day long. The years teach much which the days never know. It is one of the blessings of old friends that you can afford to be stupid with them. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. He who is not every day conquering some fear has not learned the secret of life. To finish the moment, to find the journey's end in every step of the road, to live the greatest number of good hours, is wisdom. Nothing is more simple than greatness, indeed. To be simple is to be great. Always do what you are afraid to do. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Live in the sunshine, swim the sea, drink the wild air. Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. People do not seem to realize that their opinion of the world is also a confession of their character. I cannot remember the books I've read any more than the meals I have eaten, even so, they have made me. To be great is to be misunderstood. Be not the slave of your own past, plunge into the sublime seas, dive deep, and swim far. So you shall come back with new self-respect, with new power, and with an advanced experience that shall explain and overlook the old. Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you. Self-trust is the first secret of success. Adopt the pace of nature, her secret is patience. If we encounter a man of rare intellect, we should ask him what books he reads. Happiness is a perfume you cannot pour on others without getting some on yourself. When it is dark enough, you can see the stars. You cannot do a kindness too soon, for you never know how soon it will be too late. A hero is no braver than an ordinary man, but he is brave 5 minutes longer. Nothing is at last sacred but the integrity of your own mind. Without ambition one starts nothing. Without work one finishes nothing. The prize will not be sent to you. You have to win it. Beware what you set your heart upon, for it surely shall be yours. The glory of friendship is not the outstretched hand, not the kindly smile, nor the joy of companionship, it is the spiritual inspiration that comes to one when you discover that someone else believes in you and is willing to trust you with a friendship. Dare to live the life you have dreamed for yourself. Go forward and make your dreams come true. It is not the length of life, but the depth. Peace cannot be achieved through violence, it can only be attained through understanding. Good luck is another name for tenacity of purpose. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. Guard well your spare moments. They are like uncut diamonds. Discard them and their value will never be known. Improve them and they will become the brightest gems in a useful life. Most of the shadows of this life are caused by standing in one's own sunshine. Every artist was first an amateur. Don't be pushed by your problems. Be led by your dreams. Cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you, and to give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, you should include all things in your gratitude. Don't be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. A great man is always willing to be little. Shallow men believe in luck or in circumstance. Strong men believe in cause and effect. The mind, once stretched by a new idea, never returns to its original dimensions. It is easy in the world to live after the world's opinion, it is easy in solitude to live after our own. But the great man is he who in the midst of the crowd keeps with perfect sweetness the independence of solitude. It is easy to live for others, everybody does. I call on you to live for yourself. Unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Character is higher than intellect. A great soul will be strong to live, as well as strong to think. In my walks, every man I meet is my superior in some way, and in that I learn from him. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Beauty without expression is boring. When you were born you were crying and everyone else was smiling. Live your life so at the end, you're the one who is smiling and everyone else is crying. Bad times have a scientific value. These are occasions a good learner would not miss. Let us be silent, that we may hear the whisper of God. Big jobs usually go to the man who prove their ability to outgrow small ones. The ancestor of every action is a thought. Be yourself, no base imitator of another, but your best self. There is something which you can do better than another. Listen to the inward voice and bravely obey that. Do the things at which you are great, not what you were never made for. For everything you have missed, you have gained something else, and for everything you gain, you lose something else. People only see what they are prepared to see. Before we acquire great power we must acquire wisdom to use it well. Some books leave us free and some books make us free. Life is short, but there is always time enough for courtesy. The secret in education lies in respecting the student. Nothing external to you has any power over you. The first wealth is health.